Welcome back to StockSmart. We're going to look at some Webull charts and see if we can find some differences. Okay. Let's look up some of the stocks that really took off here lately. Okay. We can see when we got that signal right here. 177. So that was quite a few days ago. All right. So had we been using a 5-period Arun, that would have worked. Okay. Seven-period Arun would have caught it here. And your 14-period Arun would have caught it here. Okay. Now we can see the run, the run cleans up from the bottom, to the crossover, to the run. It cleans up a lot within that 14-period span there. Okay. But we see the further we extend it and bring it down, the signals change. Okay. Now, let's see. This one's, looks like it is above 0. Let's see the 4-hour chart. Let's see the 15-minute chart. Let's check the 1-minute chart. And it looks like they're just building positions in genus there. It is important to look at every single time frame. Okay. Let's go see what their stock screener has for us. Okay. And we can go for something like this. The hottest stocks with the top 5% change in a month. The RSI oversold 16. RKT. Let's see here. 1 day, 1 year. Let's check out Workhorse here. Now, this looks a bit interesting, doesn't it? Showing a bit of a bottom there. Looks like our next trend could be bullish. All right. It likes to change all the way through there. But I do like when it starts to find its time around 0. When it keeps hanging out around that level, I like to pay attention to it. It looks like it's going to start off in the downwards motion, though. Kind of showed its bottom early, so... yeah. And be looking for an uptrend next. This might push down first a little bit in the morning. Well, actually, this says that it's going to come up first thing in the morning. With a bottom there. It does seem to be sitting on 0, doesn't it? Let's see if the volume starts to come in, but that's why I don't use the MACD histogram. I only use it to find particular times like now. GameStop looks similar too. I wonder. And tomorrow being a Tuesday, which is a moving off day, and things are hitting their lows or very close to them, this one will probably continue to trend down and then follow the rest of the stocks however they make their move. All right. Tesla looks like they found a bottom too. They might trend up in the morning. Looks like Coinbase managed to find a little flat here. Kind of leveled out. Okay. Let's see what JNUG is doing. Oof. JNUG looks like it has a bit of a low right here at 76.30. Okay. And they're crossing over into some bullish territory. There's a tiny little hammer. Okay, let's see JDST, see if they're going to go in their normal direction. Here was the top. Okay, looks like they want to cross over into bearish territory. Okay. Very good. So as the market has been crashing here, JDST's been trending up. Looks like, yeah, from June to now, looks like we'll finally start to see that reversal. Okay. So this is going to push back just a little bit, have some downtime. Alright. Palantir looks good too. They've hit a bit of a bottom, but they've also hit a top right here. There we go. So there's the bottom of our price. Right now we would be considering building a position and looking for the crossover back into bullish territory. Okay. Let's see how that changes for a 5-day range. Yeah. Five-day in 1 minute. Let's see how IDEX is doing. Looks like they're building positions all through here too. Alright, let's see if we start to come up here in the morning too. IDEX might have a little bit of a pop. Sure looks like it. Alright. Gevo here, though. They're sitting on 0 in a certain kind of way here. Looks like they're trying to get bearish on you again. Still sitting on 0 there. Yeah. So it's nice to know when, and we should build a scan for when they're both, equal to 0 or, we have MACD crossovers, over in Thinkorswim. Bottom, top, bottom, top. Bottom. Here's your top somewhere. Right in here. The trading gets pretty smooth right through here. Go Volkswagen. And Zoom. Alright. Let's see if Zoom's done giving its discounts here before it goes back up. I don't think it is. I think it's going to start off in the downwards direction. Certainly looks like it. Looks like Zoom's going down first thing in the morning. Yep. And some of our other stocks are going to pop off. Sweet. Now, their screener does find some very good things. Looks like we can look for our MACD Golden Cross. And, Let's see, top 5%, and we get INMD. And it looks like we are flat, kind of here. Let's check out our daily. Exactly. See our daily? Crossover right there. Big spike. Alright. Crossover here. Let's check out a 15-minute time frame. And it traded pretty flat for a while before it had that jump, but these trades were pretty predictable here. The tops and the bottoms. Buying your bottom, selling your high. Buying your bottom, selling your high. Buying your bottom. What do? We sold the high. There we go. So that makes sense. And if this one doesn't get some bullish pressure in the morning, then it's going to start falling off in price too. All right. But given the length of these runs here, 1, 2, 3, that wave could be over, but you might get that fourth wave. When we start to see buying pressure like this stack in, that's a good thing. All right. Yes. Let's go back to our screener here. And we'll do these 3 white soldiers, which gives us Sam, Boston Beer. That must be that Samuel Adams. All right. Looks like this one wants to cross over into bullish territory tomorrow. Nice defined bottom at 925. Has yet to show a bullish trend next. So let's look for that. On the 4-hour, we are seeing that trend. All right. And a slight pullback first thing in the morning. All right. But overall, it looks like they should have... that might not be a slight pullback. That might be a big dip in the morning. Okay. Yeah, that run's not done yet. 977 and crashing, baby. Alright, so we'll see how it performs, but it still has some room to go down short term. Long term, it will recover and prevail. Yes. So if you're already in, hold. If you're not already in, be watching. What's that dog coin at? The Doji's well under that MACD. Possibly hitting a bottom soon. So we could see a reversal. But the thing is that if you're going to get in on something like this cryptocurrency, look for the darn rockets, okay? I tell you to, read your runes and look for the rocket ships. And if you know how to read a runes, then you'll see the rocket ships. So when a rocket ship presents itself in the proper format, absolutely. So play your trend correctly. As your top, your bottom, your top, your bottom, your top, your bottom, your top of that, run. And we'll see if this bottom gets defined and if there is a big reversal in Dogecoin. All right, so given that 20 cents right now, we could see a reversal in the upwards direction with Dogecoin here very soon. All right, daily, weekly. All right, see how we might be hitting our bottom, soon enough. Yes. Still bearish, though, so the run isn't quite over yet. But it has hit the bottom, so let's see what this forms. It still has some room to come down, it looks like. Yeah. We're not done with that yet, but as Doge continues to come down, we're going to get these little pops and drops. So we're going to have this little rise in price here. Short term. Okay. Yeah, we'll get a little bit of a pop here. It looks like it's ready to start heading that way for the next trend. Okay. Given what it's done in the past. Yeah, this big steep move here. Of course, what was this move? 19 cents to 22. Yeah. Okay. But either way, given if you trade cryptocurrency... All right. Polkadot, Uniswap, Internet Computer. Okay. And of course, ICP. We can see these big spikes in volume. Although... this one makes sense. And this one makes sense after this signal. Okay, and there's your rocket ship right there, but then blast off didn't happen. Oof, they tricked you. That was mean. Alright, well, we do look for these big volume bars to happen. That's one thing that is specific here. So I'm glad that I'm honing in on the technique that first started making me money on Webull before I abandoned it. Why did I abandon Webull? Interesting question, you say. It's because they could not handle the surge of buying pressure during a very simple golden crossover. Or at least, I can't say they, but I can say that every time a golden crossover were to happen, it's a very popular thing, very, introductory strategy. But when it would happen, and in their earlier times, they were having trouble keeping up with that. I hear they don't have so much trouble keeping up with that now. The idea of the expanding service is important. And this big buy here just looks like a big middle finger. Why, thank you. Alright, so that's why we have the WWV pulled up in such a way. Alright, and let's go back up here and look at our Dogecoin. And we can check that out. It doesn't look like WWV even wants to show up on Dogecoin. Wonder why. Length? What, 1 then? No? It says, I will show you nothing. We get XRP gives us a little info here. That's nice. So when we start seeing the buying info, okay. So it looks like XRP is a good tradable one here on Webull, where were you to trade it, you could make some good money. It looks like it did hit a bottom. Polkadot, Uniswap. A lot of those look the same, don't they? This one's a bit different. Chainlink, Polygon. Oh wow, how come Polygon and Chainlink have the same... You know what I mean? And look, they're about to cross over into some very poppin' territory. Check out this possible rocket ship that's forming. Okay. And we can see more people are buying than they are going short. Alright, so if there was any reason to go on and start trading, any of this stuff, it would be just because we can read the simplicity of the highs and the lows. Even following parabolic SAR. I mean, you could do MACD crossovers too. Alright, so it looks like Polygon is a nice, cheap stock that you could trade and just get rocking with, even though it looks like it's gonna keep going down a little bit. It has not quite hit its bottom. We need it to hit another bottom, create a new low, before we start seeing a trend back up. Yeah. Alright, so for the daily, we're going to wait on that. For the 4 hour, even though it has showed a low, we would still want to wait on that. 15-minute, it's probably going to spike up, hit a high, and drop right off. Alright. I do enjoy looking at the cryptos, though. I like the way that one just hit a recent low. And they all do look very similar. And see how this one has spiked up and hit a high. There's your bottom. We're still going to keep coming up. Looks like tomorrow it should open in the upwards direction. Looks like it is crossing over to pop up. So this KSM should have a pop off tomorrow. Very good. Alright, and these are the signals that we look for. Alright. Doesn't mean that it's going to stay, but it is going to go for a little bit of a run. Alright. And so as simplistic as the screener is here, it is very useful. Alright. 115 matches. And you can't really get, you'll have to go through and pick out certain stocks that interest you. Say between your price range or, let's say you've used your, other stock screener. All right. So we can find them with Webull for sure. Let's see what else is here. Let's see our watch lists. Let's go check out our gold here. USAS. Lots of the golds are crashing, but they're trying to come back up. And if you were to read a gold rune, you would certainly see that they trade in a way that is able to be followed. As there's a rocket ship. Alright. And if you want to know every time I see a rocket ship, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me out there. Alright. I think we'll end our adventures with Webull for today. Thank you for